All right, hello, and thank you for taking time to view this instructional video. I hope that these steps help you to be able to seamlessly fill out your alcohol renewal for your alcohol license. To access the online system, you'll need to have an online account. To do that, you'll have to go to Information and Renewal, Online License Renewal. If you don't have an account, you'll create an account. So you'll create a new account, make sure that you click individual, and then fill out the rest of the information. If you already have an account, make sure that you just click access online account and you'll be able to access your own account. Before we get started, make sure that you have the following things: your account number, which can be located on your invoices, as you can see right there, your account number. And also, you'll need your license number, which can be located in your license up right there. If you do not have this information, you will not be able to renew your license. So make sure you have this information readily and available to you before you start doing your license application. Once you have your account number and your license number, click on Find, and you should see your information automatically populate below. Once you confirm that the information is correct, make sure that you click Proceed on License Renewal. Most of this information is going to be auto-populated, which is going to help you to make it seamless as you're going through this application. Once you confirm again the information, click on Continue. If for whatever reason you don't finish the application, you can click Save as Draft. And then when you log back in again, you would just come over here to My Application Drafts to be able to access your application again. In this screen, we will talk about the facility details. You need to make sure that you have your information for your facility. You need to verify that all the information is correct and the facility has not moved. If your facility has moved, you must apply for a transfer location by calling our phone number at 240-777-1999 or by visiting our licensing page. Once you see that the information is correct, you can answer the question, and then you must select a business type entity. So you can choose a corporation, a limited liability company, or an LLC, partnership, or an individual. This information will become relevant when we talk about the rest of the information. So you have to make sure you click the correct one. For the sake of this application, we will use corporation. Once you have this information, make sure you click Save and Continue. If you have changed entities for whatever reason, so if you used to be a corporation but now are an LLC, you have to apply for a transfer of ownership by calling our offices at 240-777-1999. On this screen, you will be able to see the applicant information. In the applicant information, you need to verify that the information for the current license holders is correct by clicking Edit. So you can see, you can click Edit here, and you must click Edit even if the information has not changed. And you have to do this for every single one of those persons. So as you can see, if there are any blank fields, it will not let you update. So you need to choose and fill out all the information. Once you verify that the information is correct, click Update. You may also remove someone from the license by clicking Delete. So if you want to remove somebody from the license, you can click Delete. And then you would have to attach two documents. You have to attach a resignation letter as well as the corporation minutes. Once you attach both documents, you'll be able to click Update and it will delete this person. You can also add a new applicant if you wish to do so. By clicking a new applicant, you will fill out all the information as well as include an attachment of a government issued ID and include an attachment of the corporation minutes showing that this new applicant has been added to your license. Once you click all of that, once you fill out all the information and you upload both documents, you click update and it would auto-populate the new person that you're adding to the license. For the sake of this training, we're not going to add a new person. Once you verify all the information, you make sure that you click save and continue. You can also cancel removal in case you don't want to remove somebody. So you would cancel removal, say yes, and then you, as you can see, the information would be there. Again, you would have to make sure that you fill out all the information for everybody and make sure that you click on everything. Once you do that, you'll be able to click save and continue. You'll then be taken to your business entity. Again, this is going to look different based on the type of entity that you decided to choose, that you chose back in the facility portion. So as you can see, this is the screen for a corporation. This would be the screen for a limited liability company, and this would be the screen for a partnership. In the entity portion of the renewal, you have to make sure you put all the correct information. So we would put our information here. You have to make sure that you put all the information that is correct and current to your business entity. You'll then have questions that you need to attest. You have to attest that no more than 50% of the organization's ownership has changed since the original application. If it has, you will then have to apply for a transfer of license. Has there been any change of structure? If there has been any change of structure, you will have to answer whether it has been more than 51. If you say yes, you will have to apply for a transfer of license. And you will have to provide these documents to provide of the transfership of the. Of course, you will have to add a new owner regardless of the business entity, and you have to add all the information. As you can see here, you can choose entity. We'll call this the ABS entity. We'll put this address for the entity for all this information. Otherwise, you will not be able to continue. Once you click all of that, make sure that you also attach the ownership chart. Submit. You can submit a PDF, a Word document, or a picture. Click on update. Once you fill out all that information, click save and continue. In the business operations screen, you'll need to add your business hours. If business is closed, choose the closed option. If your business closes after lunch and opens for dinner, indicate when the business opens first and when it closes last. All hours for all days must be submitted. So, for example, if you have Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, if you have your hours, you could choose your hours to be between 8:30 p.m. and 10:30 p.m. and you can click update for that. As you can see, it'll move your hours over there. If Monday you are closed, you click is closed and click update. If for whatever reason you're on Tuesdays, you're open from 6 in the morning to 12 p.m. for lunch or breakfast and lunch, but then you close from 12 p.m. until 5 p.m. and then you're open from 5 p.m. until 9 p.m., you would just choose the latest closing time. So you'll be open from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m., even though you do close for a short break as you prepare dinner. You still choose the early time and then the latest closing time. Once you do that information, make sure that you click it for all of them. For the sake of this training, we're going to just click close for most of these dates so that there is no confusion. But you can choose your hours to best as your business is open. You're going to also need to add the general manager's information. You can do that by clicking right here and add general managers. You'll fill out all this information. If this is a new manager, you would click yes. Then, of course, you'd have to upload a government issued ID, and the new manager will need to be fingerprinted. You can click right here to receive more information about our fingerprint services or just fingerprint overall. If this is not a new manager, you would click no, and then you just click update. Once you're finished, you can click save and continue. In this section, the property owner details, you'll need to add the property owner's information. Remember, this is most of the time the landlord, unless you own your own building. So you would add the information of the landowner. Once you click all of this, click save and continue. You'll fill out then the property lease. You would answer the question, does your current lease run through or beyond April 30th, 2026? If yes, put yes and then the date of when it expires. If you click no, you'll need a property owner's signature. You can click over here in the view statement of landlord owned premises to be able to create this document or this little text that you can have and use for your records. And you can also use it to give it to your landlord. For the sake of this training, we'll click yes, and we'll select the date that is past April 30th. We'll select this date in 2030. And once you finish this information, you can click save and continue. The tax affidavit. On this screen, you will need to check the box that attests that you agree to state and local tax obligations. Submit a renewal application. However, you will not be issued a license if you have a tax hold. You would have to call the comptroller's office in case you have questions about your taxes. Once you're finished, click on save and continue. So here you can click, you hereby do this. You of course put your tax number to make sure that you're good, and then click that. Again, you can submit your application, but if you have a tax hold, you will not be given a new license. Our advice is always to call the comptroller's office as soon as possible so you can deal with any tax holds you might have. Once you finish with this screen, click save and continue. And the permits. In this screen, you will talk and do your permits. Permits are going to automatically populate with the permits you already have. You only need to check a box if you're making a change to your permits. If you have any questions about the permits, click on the blue question mark for more information. If you want to keep your permits, you click the box. If you do not want to keep the permit, you uncheck the box. And if you have questions about the permit, you can click on this box and it'll tell you a little brief summary about the specific permit. Once you verify and choose which permits you want to have, just click save and continue. For each permit, you will have to attest to the board that you are requesting permission to have this permit. You will have to do that for every single one of your permits. And there are some permits that are going to require more information. For example, the outdoor cafe permit is going to require that you provide a number of tables, a number of seats, and to answer these questions that you see. You will also have to attach a floor plan so that the board can see what your plan is to have that. Again, you can go back to permits. If you don't check any of the boxes, you click save and continue. You will not have to do any of that information. Signatures. Once you get to signatures, what you will see is this direct screen here where you have to get the signatures of all the people that you see on the screen. You can click to send an email, but you can also copy the link and send this directly to the recipient. Once you do that, you can click send email to all of them. You click yes, and it will send an email. You want to send to all of them, yes. Or you can directly just copy the link, copy, and then send the link directly to that person. You can see signatures need to be filled out, otherwise you will not be able to have the completed application. Once you have all these signatures, you'll be able to review your entire application and continue with the process. Once you send out the emails and all the recipients, all the applicants, everybody that needs to sign has signed, you'll be able to see a third option that says view signature. You can click on it and directly see the signature of the person. If you do not see view signature, that means that person has not signed yet. You will not be able to continue unless you have everybody sign the application. Once you have everybody's signature, you can click save and continue. You will then be able to review your entire renewal application to see if there's anything that you might have gotten wrong. If there's any edit that you need to make, you can go back to the direct portion of the application and make the change. You can also click on print application, which then will allow you to save this as a PDF document or print the application for your own records. Once you review this application, then you click continue with payment. Once you do this, you click proceed with payment, and this will be the payment that you have to pay for the renewal application. Once you finalize payment, you will be done with the renewal portion. Renewals will be reviewed in April, and the Board of License Commissioners will either approve or deny renewals. Once the board has reviewed and approved all renewals, you'll be able to print and display your license. Remember, all new licenses must be displayed starting May 1st, 2025. If you have any questions, contact our office or email us at abslicensing@montgomerycountymd.gov. Thank you for being here.